What did this just do? Why'd it go to YouTube? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Hold on, hold. Oh, we are live streaming. Let me go into. Yep, we are live streaming right now.
Hi.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, we're in the future now.
We are in the future. All right. Are you guys ready for this? You ready for episode 13?
I'm fucking excited.
So Malone didn't respond. So I mean, what the fuck?
Well, fuck him then. That's all I gotta
Fuck,
say.
man.
You guys ready?
Trying to
I'm
run
gonna
a show.
I'm going mute.
I'm gonna start this intro.
So I go after Hayden, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Bet.
Okay.
Wait, I thought I'd go after Hayden. Whom am I
Stiegel,
after?
you are ruining everything right now. Oh man. Are you guys ready? Because this is recording and it's all live right now.
Can we start over?
Nope, too bad. I'm starting this intro. Are you ready? We live in a time where ideas might be real. They might just be an idea, thoughts that take over your mind and consume you until you take it. On November 22nd, 1963, a shot will be heard, they say. Or is it multiple shots from different directions? Mexico, 1947. A wreckage will baffle the world, and people will think the government is hiding the things that are not of this world. In the woods of Washington, there is a man that roam those woods, a man of stature, and something no one has seen, but they still believe he exists. Chicago, the city of the mafia, the city of well-known criminals. Anything could happen. The mattress firm, with a new thing of a few miles from each other. Why are there so many in one area? They fly over us every day. Some believe they might not be real. If they're not real, then what are they? Who made them and what are they doing? On this episode of the Talking Bastards, conspiracy theories. I'm Brother Zachary Ellis, the cult leader.
How's it going? I'm the Texas Ranger, Thomas Hayden.
It's your boy, the Hooded Warrior, Jose Rodriguez.
And you already know, it's Stiegel, Nicholas Stiegel.
And of course, the beast from the Middle East, Josh Olson.
And I kind of fucked that one away. I lost my train of thought there.
Did you say Mexico? Did you mean to say New Mexico?
Yes, I did. I meant to say New Mexico.
I heard Mexico, and I'm like,
those were all these different conspiracy theories that I've seen. Because the first one is John F. Kennedy.
yeah.
November 22nd, 1963, and then New Mexico, the Roswell stuff, and then Bigfoot. And then I guess in Chicago, there are these mattress firms that are like super close to each other, like within like a couple miles from each other. And they believe that there's a huge money laundering thing going on. And then birds, people think birds are not real, that they're a government made.
Yeah, they're cameras, surveillance cameras.
Think the whole mattress thing is where they got you stuck your money in your mattress thing from? Or do you think people literally would stick their money in their mattress?
I think people would literally do that because they didn't trust banks.
Yeah, I know my grandfather. He like had thousands of dollars from his pension when he was in the army, and he just hid it in his sock drawer next to his gun, and he did that for years. He didn't get a bank account until he was like in his late 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird because like in 2018, a Reddit user brought the attention to the fact that there was a high concentration of mattress firm stores in a certain area of the U.S., especially in Chicago. The Reddit thread quickly went viral, with thousands sharing photos and maps that showed Mattress Firm stores within zero 0.5 miles of each other, and sometimes even across the street. This led to people to theorize that the retail company is a money laundering business. Mattress Firm is some sort of giant money laundering scheme, one Reddit user wrote. I remember seeing 4 mattress firms all on each corner of the intersection once, and there's no way there's such demand for mattresses.
Hmm. It's like, you ever notice that across the street from a Walgreens is like a lot of the times there's like a CVS or some other kind of like pharmacy store or something.
Oh, yeah. There's always something like that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like they're near and they're in the same area for whatever reason. Instead of putting them like across town where like they don't have one, maybe they can get more clientele. They just put them across each other. Like,
Yeah, what if they all had a meeting together? Like all the owners of each company. It's like, so if I put my shit here, you have to put your shit next door.
right?
Yeah, something like that. So what's this big conspiracy thing you got there, Hayden?
So I was looking up earlier, and I remember from the past, I used to talk about some stupid shit when I was high. One of those stupid shits happened to be Walmart being turned into detention centers, essentially. Like they're able to make the shelvings into aisles, like a certain path that people would take, ultimately leading to the garden area, which is all caged up. Don't know why the fuck it's caged up, but it's caged up. And that's where they would hold people.
And then that's so they just had these where are these cages?
The cages is the whole garden center. You know how it's always caged up with
Yeah.
like those bars and shit and the covering on top. That's where they would hold people. That would be like their holding area.
Maybe they're afraid the plants are gonna run away.
Maybe, I don't know. They couldn't just keep it inside.
It's gonna be like a little shop of horrors when the plants come alive. Could be something like that.
That's all I'm going. Feed me, Seymour.
I got one. I have one that I just remember. I didn't do any research prior to the episode, but back about a couple years ago, I did read a lot about some conspiracy theories. A couple of them. So have you guys ever heard of Cicada 3301?
No.
Yes, I have. That's like people have been trying to decipher that for years.
Yeah. So back in January of 2012, there was a post or forum posted on 4chan. And basically, what it was a cryptic puzzle, like computer type puzzle or whatever. Um, and they had a month to solve it. And the people that solved the puzzle were considered highly intelligent people, and they were like invited to this private forum where the group Cicada 3301 was like asking them questions. That's what they said. Nobody really knows what the discussions they were having. A year later, January 2013, another puzzle was posted again to look for other people that were highly considered highly intelligent. Um, so in 2014, there was another puzzle posted. So they were doing it like every year, looking for highly intelligent people, and they were recruiting these people to, like, I guess, help with privacy on the internet and stuff. That's what they said. 2015 they didn't have a puzzle, but in 2016 they had another puzzle posted on Twitter or something. Um, but that wasn't the only way that they would like let people know about the puzzles. They would post papers on various cities on like post with an image of a cicada, and people were trying to find out what the decipher this puzzle that they were making. There was allegations of them being part of some cult that that was built up around computer heads, and there was other allegations that they were doing illegal activities because nobody, unless you're super good at computers, nobody can figure out what the thing is. And um, like the government still doesn't know what Cicada 3301 exactly is. They only had allegations of them doing criminal activities on the internet, like hacking and stuff. I know that a group that called themselves that back in like 2016 hacked Planned Parenthood for whatever reason. So I don't know if they were trying to look at people's pregnancy results or something, but they hacked them, and other things. But various people that have solved the puzzle. There was one guy that solved the puzzle back in 2015, or I'm sorry, in 2014, and he said that he was invited to this private forum, which he did not complete all the tasks that they asked him to do, and he didn't specify what those tasks were, and he didn't talk about any specifics. So it's all like dark web type shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know if like that's um something you guys are too familiar with, but it's crazy that nobody. It's like they're more anonymous than anonymous in the hacker world.
Really?
You know, so because nobody fucking knows. They don't post videos or nothing. It's just a random post on 4chan or Reddit or Twitter that says, "Hey," and it's like a cryptic ass puzzle that some smart people have to solve.
Yeah, I overheard about that growing up. I knew I wasn't smart enough to do it, but I do enjoy 4chan because they do put a lot of weird shit on there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand what 4chan is.
It's like a raunchier Reddit, I think.
Oh, really?
That's what I think.
It's
way
like
more
a
raunchy.
fully anonymous Reddit.
Oh, so like a little dark web Reddit.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that seems pretty neato, I guess. I know
No, a
it's,
lot of horrible things pop up there. It's
Yeah,
not
I was
Yeah,
gonna
a
say I
lot
don't
of weird
recommend you.
shit.
I don't recommend you going on there if
all I've
you're
seen
not
is
ready.
like certain little posts, you know, the screenshots that people do and then the memes.
Yeah, that's more kosher content from there.
Oh, what happened to Stiegel? You know
I'm sure.
Stiegel.
I'm sure he'll be back. I'm wondering if he's gonna have to redo his intro once he comes back in.
So yeah, that's a I don't even know if you can consider that a conspiracy theory, but it is weird that even like smart group of individuals like this can make this whole following on their own, and nobody knows what the fuck the end of the road is. It's just
Right.
a rabbit chase.
Imagine if they're like the invitation card to the Illuminati.
Dude, imagine.
Like you solve the puzzle and just like black robed individuals ring your doorbell. Like,
Oh, that would be weird.
we're having a pizza party in your honor.
That's
Come
what
on.
I was gonna say. I was like, it's the pizza guy. Trick or treat, bitch! It's fucking January. What do you mean?
Or like there's so many different like conspiracy theories out there. Like the big one with John F. Kennedy.
How there were like two shooters instead of one.
Yeah. I haven't looked too much into it, all from just like seeing different things. It seemed like because he was one of the presidents that wanted everybody to know what was going on. He wanted the people of the United States to know what was happening. He didn't want to keep secrets from everybody. And there's a conspiracy out there that uh, they believe that the government um, wanted him dead. That they wanted to set it up to where he was killed because he was going to put out this information that the government didn't want the people to know.
Yeah.
And so they believed that as they were looking through these alien files, I forget what show I was watching, but they found documents calling for the assassination of JFK because aliens is one thing that the government has been wanting to cover up for who knows how long, as far as we can even remember. And so now, since aliens are popping up everywhere, or UFOs, I should say, are popping up everywhere, and Joe Rogan just had a couple of guests on his podcast talking about aliens
Yeah.
and how there was this, I forget who it was, emailed them this story, but he wouldn't give them the full information because the government didn't want them to know. So he couldn't tell them the specific stuff, but he was saying in there that the people should know that they're having more and more encounters with UFOs. every day, I guess. More so with the Navy pilots are going out flying and seeing all these flying objects going
Yeah.
all over the place.
There was also something I heard about the shooter actually being like a sleeper agent of the government. I heard shit about along that lines, as well as like the second shooter.
I think a lot of like how it all went down. Like, how can the Secret Service allow the president to go around in a convertible car in the middle of the day with very little security? Um, if that was the case, and you can't even say that it was in the 60s, so maybe the Secret Service wasn't as up to par as it is now. But even before Kennedy, I don't think I ever saw a president go around in a car convertible. Like, didn't they learn from fucking Franz Ferdinand in fucking? You guys know Franz Ferdinand, right? The fucking
No.
yeah, he's the Czechoslovakian, not Czechoslovakian. He's Yugoslavian like duke that got assassinated in the early 1900s. Pretty much what started World War One. He got assassinated in a convertible car. He got fucking shot by I think it was a the fuck I don't remember what the fucking guy, but he got shot by some protesters or something in an open hooded car. In this, and the Secret Service allowed Kennedy to go down the street to Dallas like that. Like, I don't think that that's just because, you know what I mean? And yeah,
It's these conspiracies are crazy. But they've let's see. They've concluded that Oswald did assassinate him. But didn't they release the classified files recently? Because after so many years, they released those files.
Sure.
But
I gotta look.
Yeah, Olsen has faster internet than me right now, or else I would have already typed it in.
I should have looked for this stuff before.
Oh, okay. 2018 is when they were released.
Was it like a different shooter angle? Like instead of like the grassy knoll?
It doesn't let me see the exact. Oh, here they are. Never mind. I found the documents. This is a lot of fucking documents. Holy shit.
yeah, it's a lot, man. I just, the video. Does he get shot twice in the footage?
So what they're saying is they heard 2 different shots.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It was the babushka lady, dude. She was right there.
Yeah, man. She was just chilling there. Who the fuck was she?
Oh, the lady that was right there. The picture of the lady just hanging out.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was just standing there.
There's all
His
these
Mother Teresa standing by.
she's just hanging out.
Like, no reaction whatsoever. It's like, oh yeah, good job, Harry, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Maybe because she knew what was going to happen.
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
Maybe.
So she just waited, and then she was like the confirming eye saying, okay, he got shot, even though you'd be able to see it on national TV.
Dude, he got blasted though. Like,
Dude, yeah. It's like his
God
wife was
damn.
painted with him.
the
I heard that he was
pinkiness,
a-
that's what they call it.
Yeah, and she like jumped back to grab his head, the piece of his head that came off.
I still have to
That's
say that's a big ass bullet at least, because it split his shit open.
Is there pictures
yeah.
of him split
Yeah.
open?
He got fucked.
Yeah, there's
I don't know if
a
there's pictures of him.
no, I think it's just the video.
Yeah. You just watch his head just go, just whip back.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just the misty pink stuff.
Because he for someone to be assassinated, because who else has been assassinated
Lincoln.
other than
Someone-
him?
Yeah,
Something like
wasn't Ronald Reagan like an attempted assassination?
Yeah, like they have attempted to assassinate presidents a few times actually. Him, Reagan, Ford, like I think Ford actually got shot. Didn't Ford actually get shot but he didn't die or something?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but
George
Wait.
Bush on a meeting tried to get assassinated by a shoe. I saw that live. He got some
No, you
quick
see-
reflexes for an old
yeah, I was
dude.
about to say W like duck like a cat. He's like, damn, W.
Was it Reagan when the balloon popped? It sounded like a gunshot. And
He's like you missed.
yeah.
Like, missed me.
But for John F. Kennedy, probably one of the most liked presidents, right? He had
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah,
loved him.
he was really liked.
For him to be shot, there's something that had to be going on completely with that they did not like him.
You remember those times though, right? Those when he was president, like he was, the Cold War was still going on. He had the fucking space race with Russia, trying to make it
Hmm.
to make it to the moon before the Soviets did, and he had to deal with the Cuban Missile Crisis and the spread of communism throughout the world.
Yeah.
And he was letting the American people know exactly, like you said earlier, Zach. Like he was letting everybody know what was going on. Everybody knew that the Soviets had missiles in Cuba, that they were ready to fucking go to war. The naval blockade by Florida, like, and maybe that was just too much for the government to handle,
Mm-hmm.
because they were just like, they don't need to know this. They need to just be in the dark so there's no panic or anarchy or something.
Yeah, but my question is why? It's better for us to have the information. Why do they want to withhold that from us? Is it like a form of control or something?
Um, yeah, in my opinion, I think it comes more like with more knowledge you have of something, the more control you have of something. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So the more knowledge that the people have um, with the government, they can be like, okay, try to figure it out on their own or something. They can have. There's more chances of revolt or people coming into power because of it. And the more in the dark we are, the more clueless we are, the more dumb we are. Because with great power comes great responsibility tricks.
Great response to Trilitex. Key and Pill.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's just my take on it. I think, dude, I like Kennedy. Like, I wish he was still around.
When I was around for him when he was president, and I voted for him, like there's just no other president I'd rather have
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I am in
Yeah.
my 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting old.
So another really big conspiracy theory. It's kind of, I don't know if this is still a touchy subject, but 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
That was almost immediate too. That happened within like weeks of it happening. People were already pointing out some shit.
Yeah. How old are you guys?
30.
Oof.
No, not now. How old were you?
9/11. Shit.
I was in 9th grade.
Holy shit! I was in first grade, so I'm 26 now. I was about 20 years ago. I was about 6 years old. I want to say.
Wow.
And
See,
that. Go ahead.
so you just like barely remember.
No, I remember.
You remember
Perfectly.
fully?
I was like 6 or 7. Yeah, because we all like my whole school went on a standstill, on when this was going on. The teachers were not teaching. The teachers all turned the classroom TVs on, and we all watched.
Oh yeah, I was pulled from school. Like my mom came and picked me up, or I'm going home right fucking now.
Yeah, so like it was very vivid. And at first, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. Like, a few days later, obviously, but it was very confusing.
Yeah, I was 11 years old.
I just
Yeah, that
remember,
means I was 10, so
man. So I was the oldest. Well, I am the oldest.
So you were like what, 30 at the time?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
30 in 9th grade
He
because
was
I couldn't pass all my classes, so I had to stay in there.
Some Happy Gilmore shit.
Happy Gilmore.
And then I just remember I woke up because I usually walked over to my friend's house and his mom gave us a ride to school. And then I walked, and we were watching the news, and I remember her saying, she's like, "Oh, this wasn't an accident. The plane, there's no way this was an accident." And then we go to school, and then it's like on everything. And so we're sitting there watching it. And I just remember after the conspiracy theories, like people are saying they already knew this was going to happen. There's explosives put in the buildings.
Yeah, they're saying that there's explosives on ground level. They're
And
saying
then
it shouldn't have collapsed at the height that attack happened.
Yeah, a controlled demolition essentially.
Yeah.
What do you
Pretty
guys
much.
think? Do you guys think that it's a possibility, or do you guys?
They said that the steel beams couldn't melt at that height
Yeah,
or
there's
melt
some
at that
things.
heat. A whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, and they both, like, I don't know. When the more I think about it, it's like maybe, who knows? I guess this is what conspiracy theories are. They make you think, like, shit,
Like
they
one
are
of the
right.
one of the biggest ones was that caught me onto it was the attack on the Pentagon during that time too,
Yeah.
where it said that there was no aircraft debris anywhere.
There's nothing.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Uh, yeah, it's so weird. I don't believe it to be like any conspiracy. I don't know. I just don't think like that the government's gonna kill all of those people.
I don't know.
I don't know,
You
dude. It's
think?
definitely jarring. It's definitely a
Yeah,
jarring thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you those buildings were fucking huge. They were massive buildings,
yeah, they're
and it
pretty.
just collapsed. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just that's the part that's crazy to me. And I don't know. Maybe what do you think? Like, maybe the government planned this whole thing out, right? So they said that they were gonna let's talk hypothetical here. I'm not claiming that I agree with it or I'm not agreeing with it. Hypothetically speaking, they made this whole plan out where they can let's go fake a terrorist attack. We're gonna get with Al Qaeda and be like, hey, we're gonna say that it was you that did this. So we're gonna go to Afghanistan and fight a war with you, just so we can get easier access to Iraq, so we can get all the oil.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
Like they
could see
made
that.
Yeah, yeah.
because they had
They
really no
give a
business in Iraq.
reason
Yeah,
to grab some more power. Well, better to do that
exactly.
than a fake attack on ourselves.
Yeah,
And do you
and
think this is like something that comes within the government, and then they just like they come up and they tell the president, "Oh, this is what happened," and then
I
we
don't
should
think
act like this.
I
Mm,
don't think W had anything to do with it.
I don't think
no.
No,
so
I
either.
think he was in the dark about it.
Yeah.
I think
And
that
then
they, like you said, go ahead.
it pissed me off because he was in elementary reading to a bunch of kids, and then everyone was mad at him because he just sat there and still kept reading to him.
No, I think he did the appropriate measure to finish reading to keep everybody in a state of calm because it wasn't released to the general public yet.
Hmm.
Well, besides New York, because of course.
Yeah.
But
And so somewhere if it is something like that, something must have they planned it within and then made it happen somehow.
yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know, man. It's a lot to think about.
Makes you think, like
It
you said.
does.
You know what I mean? I don't
There's
like.
just so much compelling evidence of something like that happening.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the biggest conspiracy theories of the 21st century is
Hmm.
9/11 because it
Right.
led to so many other things. It led to more than a decade of war.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Over what? Because honestly, if we wanted to, we could blow up all those terrorists in a year. They could all be gone with the technology that we have and stuff.
yeah,
You know, and we're still over there. We're just leaving now, and then Trump pull them or some shit. But either way,
Hmm.
like, um, we're still over there fucking around. The fuck are we doing over there?
yeah. Like why are we still over there? What's the point in that?
Yeah.
I just think they're just over there just to have a presence right now or something.
Do you
Or
feel like
something going on.
do you feel like we're trying to police them? Because I
Yeah.
hear that a lot of countries consider us to be like the fucking police of the world in a sense.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
the world police.
That's what I've heard. And
America.
you know how we were talking about W not having anything to do with the whole 9/11 thing, like he was in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
How like a lot of the times I think that these presidents are getting advised incorrectly.
Yeah, I think so too.
So if we look at every single president that we've had since then, they all wanted to keep us there. Why
Hmm.
though? You know what I mean? They all claim that they don't agree with the current president's you know, laws and shit or whatever. Not laws, but uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking policies. But they don't bring anybody back home. They don't bring the troops home. They just continue on with the troops over there. So some military official somewhere is advising the president to keep this shit going, and they're just agreeing because they don't have military experience, so they don't know what the fuck to say.
Yeah, I think they're told one thing, so they want to do this certain thing, and I think that they're told to that, oh, this is happening, so we need to keep them there, and so possibly the president saying, oh, okay, so maybe we do need to keep them there.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you
I
think,
know-
Steegs? What do you think about the whole thing?
Oh man, it's just a lot. One thing is just it's very extreme. If it was our government to target themselves, to target the Pentagon, that's just so extreme, and so many people lost their lives. Like, wow. I definitely agree on the buildings though. The way they fell straight down, there's no way. Like, the plane crashed towards the top or in the middle, and if anything it would have just taken off the top of the building, but the whole building just falling straight down, that thing's sound. Like, it has a bunch of structural steel beams for everything. It was definitely built to withstand that.
Mhm.
So I kind of believe it was pyrotechnics, or it was set up, to fall in that way. Because if you watch those videos, it just like a bunch of explosions and then it just came straight down. There's no way. So, but
You got to remember there was a plane that crashed in Pennsylvania. Remember
Right.
that?
I do
the-
remember that.
The
There were,
passengers got into a fight with the Terrys and they fucked
Mhm.
them up.
Terry's.
The Terrys.
They fucked with the wrong Americans on that plane.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
they realized it's like, oh, that's a box cutter. That ain't really that harmful.
They had the 3D printed gun. There's no detecting those mamma jammas.
Oh yeah. Did you shoot me with a BB gun?
There's no
But-
Terry's coming up in here.
It did change history. Like, it made history.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Dude,
more airport security. What do you mean I can't bring my water on the plane? Like,
It was just the fact that it was like an awakening call for a lot of Americans. It's like, okay, so we aren't as safe as we thought.
Mhm.
Fun fact: after those terrorist attacks, they had to bring the president to a safe location because they were scared that they were going to attack DC.
Right.
W was brought on a charter plane to Louisiana, army base.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
He went down Bourbon Street.
down Bourbon Street with a fucking hand grenade. Yeah.
Yeah.
isn't that a place that you'd want to hit though?
What?
But
Like the White House?
Yeah, that's why they didn't take him back to DC. He went to Louisiana to stay safe.
Could you imagine if the White House got hit?
Dude, oh my god.
Like, how fucked?
Well, the Terrys that were on the fucking plane that crashed in Pennsylvania, that's where they were heading. They were heading to the Capitol building.
Oh, wow.
But they were trying that touchy feely, that grab ass. So
oh, okay.
fucking people on the plane, fucked them up. They knocks and sconce.
Yeah, knock them sklonts.
It's a Key and Peele fucking jokes. They're cracking me up, man. But
All right, let's move on from that.
Okay.
Stiegel has a conspiracy. He does about
Which one?
soybeans.
Oh, you guys want
Give
me?
About
the-
soybeans?
Are they
soy.
ready? Are they ready for this?
Are you about to
though?
blow my mind?
Dude, he's got a
I've-
full thing on this.
You're about to blow my mind, bro.
Maybe. I've told it to a lot of people, and a lot of people, they have made fun of me for it. They have laughed at it.
Well, that's every conspiracy
you
theory,
know?
though. Like, people
Yeah.
still get laughed at about aliens. They still get laughed at about Bigfoot and all this stuff. So like,
exactly.
you
So
can't-
it's a little far out there. Do I fully believe into it? Probably not, but it's a good, it makes you think. At least it makes you get the old gears turning.
Mm-hmm.
So the conspiracy is with all this. Everybody says that America is overpopulated. There's less jobs. This and that. So obviously we're democracy, or we have these freedoms. So the government can't control our reproduction. They can't have us only popping out one kid like China. So the theory is to help with overpopulation, to bring overpopulation down, is to eventually make everybody gay, so to speak. I know it sounds crazy. I know. But there's a lot of foods out there and processed foods. And so the theory is that the government has been putting soy into all of our food. And if you read labels, um, they call it a preservative. This soy lecithin, soybean oil, anything with soy. Soy has a high level of natural estrogen in it. Um, and it won't happen overnight. If you eat a bunch of soy, everybody's like, oh well, your body will just level out the hormones, extra estrogen and stuff. Yeah, that's true. But if you eat all this processed food, if you look on every package and every meal you're getting is just soy, eventually over time, you'll get this increase of estrogen. And I don't know. There are a lot more gay people nowadays, so to speak. Back then, uh, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? It's a little far fetched. I know it's not going to happen overnight, but it's just slowly.
Yeah, I think that's pretty funny. I mean,
Mhm.
there is
It's
more gay
funny.
people.
Yeah, there is a lot more gay people that say 50 years ago, 100 years ago. Uh,
Maybe they're trying to do population control, but maybe back then the population control was killing gay people.
Possibly.
That was
So
their
I
population control.
essentially, what you're saying, if I eat soy every day, I can grow boobies of my own.
that was one of the side effects. Yeah, you
Drink a whole bottle of
grow
soy sauce.
boobies. Yeah,
I'm going. I will go to Walmart in a tank top. And be like,
yeah.
where's your tofu?
I mean, we all agree that the food nowadays is not what it used to be back in like the 70s. No one really cooks a bunch of homegrown food or, home cooked meals. They all eat fast food, and they have a lot of chemicals, a lot of processed foods nowadays. They're just a lot, very fake,
So, so how much soybeans or soy do you think you'd have to eat to get enough estrogen?
Will I
Oh.
grow a vagina?
No.
Ah,
But I mean, I'd say a lot. It's probably going to happen in like the next 10, 20 years. I mean, a lot of estrogen, like everybody that's making these changes from woman to male, they take the testosterone and, you know, they start getting hair places. It changes the whole body, you know, start thinking about that.
So what you're saying is we're gonna have a whole population of hermaphrodites.
If everybody's gay, no one can reproduce, essentially.
what if you ended up?
Makes sense.
What if you ended up reproducing with yourself and your mangina?
We all become
So
It's
asexual.
like I'm the mom and the dad.
So what was that movie that you were talking about? I forgot the name of it.
It's called Soylent Green.
Soylent Green.
It's a 1971 film, 73. Yeah, it's about this police officer that finds out this conspiracy about the government putting stuff in our food. And guess what year it is? The year, it's set in the future, and the year is 2022.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
two.
well,
We got 2 years.
And
after Return to the Future or Back to the Future, and they said that they would have self-lacing shoes and stuff and hoverboards.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I hope that they're wrong about that one too. But
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, I'm gonna throw this out there. Do y'all remember this old movie from 1988 called They Live?
They lived.
That sounds familiar.
It has Roddy Piper in it, and it's where he puts on these special fucking sunglasses and he sees the world as it is, and it's like aliens and subliminal messages and shit.
Yeah, I remember that one. I don't think I've watched it, but I've seen previews. I do remember that.
I just realized something.
What's that?
You know all those places that you were called like a liberal city or something, like Seattle, San Francisco,
Like all those big cities,
yeah, like
L.A.
LA, I don't know, maybe New York, maybe a lot of the people there are like vegan and shit.
Mm.
And they have a lot of gay people in those areas.
Exactly. It makes you think. It makes now if you don't believe me and it's kind of far-fetched, start reading your labels on your food. You know. So my mom, the one thing that brought her into it is that
What's up with that first tab, bud?
oh man.
This one?
No, the first tab on the left.
Oh, that's the this is fucking stupid segment, bro. Yeah, I found that. I was like, this is absolutely gonna be it. It's gonna
Yeah.
involve dildos and pottery.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I saw all the pictures and looked up at the tabs, and I was like, "Wait a second. What are you looking at?"
So,
It's like I gotta get ready to make my boobies.
don't worry about that.
Pottery.
Don't worry about that, man. Soylent Green. Soylent Green.
Okay, so my mom had this box of Lipton tea, and it was crazy. She just looked down, she glanced at it, started reading the label on the box, and just regular tea bags. It just should contain just regular tea. That's it. One ingredient.
Leaves.
She
Regular
looked on it, and another ingredient was soy, just straight up soy. And she was like, why would there be soy in these tea leaves? Why is that an ingredient? And they claim it's part of a preservative, but you don't need to preserve soy,
Why is soy a preservative for tea?
Exactly. And it'll come in different forms. There's soybean oil, soy lecithin. If you just see soy, probably has the gay in it.
That's the gay.
Eat soy, turn gay.
Alex Jones is right.
Looking through the aisles, and you're like,
yeah.
"Oh no, a gay product! Oh no! Oh god!"
And what's crazy, it'll mostly be like the fattening snacks, like donuts, cookie, all this processed stuff in the little baggies. It's not going to be either homemade stuff or not necessarily canned food, healthy foods.
So
Hmm.
we're gonna go back to what mine and Stiegel's buddy Cameron Sweat. He's watching on Twitch right now, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Shout
Cameron.
out to Sweat. Woo, woo,
Cameron
woo, woo.
Sweat.
I heard you're sweaty, bro. Is it true?
Dude, he's always sweaty. Birds. We're gonna go back to birds. So birds.
Yeah.
Cameron's cameras.
People think that birds are not real. That they are possibly like cameras?
A government drone with camera. Their eyes are cameras. Yeah.
So do they fly around and spy on us for the government? And they have like all these feeds, these cameras, like they have this special room with all these cameras on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I need Sweat to come in and be on the podcast so he can explain all this, because he's so
can he totally
smart.
like break that down? It's like a room of 7, but it's like the Matrix room with that old white dude. Just TVs all around him.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. There's got to be something.
If they're not machines, if birds aren't machines, maybe how they had carrier pigeons. maybe they have some little tiny backpack on them, you know, so the birds just do their thing and fly around free, but they have some little transmitter backpack on them. Yeah,
Well,
you
they're
never know.
actually developing right now bio machines, which
Hmm.
are, they're made of flesh and muscle,
Hmm.
but they're controlled by like microchips.
Do
You're
they want
talking about
Terminators?
Terminator? Are we talking about Terminators
Because
now?
that's how you get Terminator.
Yeah, they
Well, they're
already
doing
have
it.
those robotic dogs, you know.
It's not even
Um,
that. It's literally made of flesh.
oh my gosh. You
It's
guys
So
not
remember
it's not
that?
like mechanical.
It's
so
like
it's
breathing heavy and shit. Like I'm a human.
so it's like a living thing kind of.
Yeah, but it's fully controlled by like a microchip.
Mm, I
So
mean,
it's
they can make skin. They can skin graft and
I'll,
grow human tissue
it's
in
kind
I'll
of
see
a.
if
like
I can find the video of
it's
it.
kind of like on Star Wars. So they on the Clone Wars and all that, they cloned Jango Fett. They wanted to
Mhm.
use his um his body to clone all these, and then they super accelerated um all these clones so they can age faster and all that stuff. But they also put this like bio whatever chip inside the back of their neck, so when the time was right, that the Empire or Darth Sidious could take them over
Mm.
with Order 66. And so then you'd say it, and then they all turned against the Republic. What if the government did something like that with us, with the chips that they've been talking about for years?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. What do you have to say about that? Nothing.
I like chips.
Yeah.
They're Doritos.
It's Lay's. So I pulled up this list of conspiracy theories on my favorite fucking website,
Hmm.
Wikipedia, and I found some interesting stuff. One concerning the Denmark airport. I got to pull it up because I saw a COVID-19 one, but
Talking
Okay.
about Denver Airport.
yeah. And so some theorists believe that the Denver International Airport stands above an underground city, which serves as the headquarters of the New World Order. Theorists cite the airport's unusually large size, its distance from Denver city center, Masonic, like I guess.
Yeah, because they got this fucking Bronco and or something. They have a stub that says when it was built and shit, and on that like not a stub, but like a slab of stone, it has all the people that they give credit to, and then it has a Freemason symbol.
Yeah, it
Mm.
says it's alleged satanic symbols as well as a set of murals which include depictions of war and death.
Yeah, I was actually going to speak about that one because I was researching that one like a couple years ago, and they have like the Bronco statue in front of it has like beaming red eyes at night, you know, and there's this mural of this guy dressed up as like what has a gas mask on and stuff,
Hmm.
and he looks like he's wearing like a Nazi type like military clothing. He looks evil as fuck, and he has his sword, right? And on the mural, there's a bunch of shit going on, and he's in the center of it, and his sword is like directly going into a dove. And you know, the dove is supposed to be like a symbol of peace, and he's like stabbing the dove. I mean, not literally in the mural, but you can tell that the sword is going like into the dove's asshole or something. I don't know, but
He could toffee him.
yeah. So yeah, that one's crazy, man. Because the
Yeah,
Freemasons has also been a society or a group of people that's also been, you know, traced back to conspiracy theories and how they are in government and shit, like just like the Illuminati and all that shit.
yeah.
That
So
is true.
Freemasons.
they've been
Uh,
around since the 18th century, right?
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
So according to the Bible, Freemasons started during King Solomon's temple. They were building it, and in King Solomon's temple, they were doing these rituals and stuff like that. And so as they're because a Freemason is from a Freemasonry person who built stuff with stone,
Mhm.
and that's where that came from. And so they were seeing the rituals, and then they took those rituals and they applied it to the Freemasons, and so they think that the Freemasons have something to do with the Illuminati or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but
Yeah, that they said that airport has underground bunker city. Like Texas Rangers said, there's New World Order and stuff like that. And I've been to the airport one time, and I actually saw the mural that they were talking about, and it's kind of crazy. They have more than one. There's more murals there that look scary as fuck. They're not
Yeah.
welcoming whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I would
we're
have
talking
liked,
about the Denver one, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I would
So
like to go underneath and see like just a section of underneath the Denver airport.
I have a little bit of thing on that I can read.
Okay.
It says the Denver International Airport is twice the size of Manhattan, New York, and almost every corner of the massive transportation hub is filled with conspiracy theories. For starters, the airport was $2 billion over budget, leading some
Holy
to
shit.
believe it has an underground structure that is either used as bunkers or as the headquarters of the supposed world-controlling group, the Illuminati. Others believe the building was built by neo-Nazis because markers and plaques around the airport say it is founded by the New World Airport Commission, but no information can be found about the organization anywhere. Some even say the runways are laid out like swastikas if viewed from above. The art around the airport is also some people's cause for concern. Most notably, there is a 32-foot sculpture of a horse that fell on its sculpturer and killed him. Murals around the airport are also troubling to some, including images of a Nazi officer in a gas mask, children near a burning building, and the devil jumping out of a suitcase.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Right?
I do not want to go to that airport.
I want to visit.
Wow.
I'm really intrigued. The white boy in me is wanting to go there.
That's true. That's me too. I would totally go and check out everything.
Dude, what if you buy a boarding pass, right? You buy the cheapest ticket you can find, right? And you need the boarding pass to make it, pass security and stuff. And then you just live in the airport.
Yeah, just go underground.
Yeah, you just stay behind security for they're not gonna pull you out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not
I'll
gonna
be the
know.
next. I'll be the next conspiracy theory that can call me the Rat Man underneath the Denver airport.
Oh fuck.
What?
Should send that to everyone. Here's the airport from above on Google Maps, and it
Mm.
does have a striking resemblance to something.
Share your screen with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
my
can figure
internet's
that
being
out.
dodgy.
Or I can do it.
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like a swastika, doesn't it?
Here, let's see here.
If
It's a
you
little
really,
bit, yeah.
if you really picture it, it looks like a
Oh
swastika.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
can
if
see
you
it.
yeah, I could see that why they would think that.
Wow. That's yep.
Wow.
See if I
So
can see the weird murals. Oh, this is the next search.
That is very, very similar.
that's some pretty interesting things. I don't think I've ever gone to it.
Mm-mm.
I've been to it
Dude,
once.
that is a fucking Nazi officer. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What? Oh god, I gotta see it.
Dude, what?
Can't see it.
Are you gonna share it?
I'm looking at this. Sorry, I'm enthralled.
he's entranced.
You see the fucking dove he's trying to stab? He looks like he's stabbing that dove or that pigeon, whatever the fuck it is.
Okay, can you guys see this?
Watch
Yes.
it just be a chicken and just
Oh, wow.
entirely
Look
pull her
at
up.
this thing.
Look at the what the
Oh yeah.
And then
It's
like
totally
what is
stabbing his
even-
butt.
that
Butthole.
one. That is so disturbing.
Where's the
Why
devil
is,
jumping
why
out
is
of
there
the
a
suitcase?
well? I have so many
Yeah.
questions.
No. Look at
Whales live in Colorado,
The
idiot.
turtle. Look at the bottom one. Look at the Nazi soldier on the ground.
Maybe it's the kids beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, maybe they're just humbling him.
What
And that,
is
that
the
red's just a
story
pool of
behind
blood.
This art is so weird.
There's that slab of stone right there with
Look
the
at
Freemason symbol.
they all have masks
I'm
on.
trying to find the devil jumping out of the suitcase one.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna make that my my wallpaper on my phone if you can find it.
I'm gonna get tattooed on my back.
Get it on your ass.
Yeah.
Why is a penguin in a cube?
Yeah,
thing?
there's a whale and a penguin.
There's a what is that leopard or something? It looks like it. It's dead.
Oh, dude, did they paint the California gender reveal back there?
Oh my god.
Wow, these paintings.
Yeah,
are-
this is a trip. The Denver airport, man.
yeah.
It's pretty
Wow.
insane.
Okay.
Oh, right
Okay,
there. the
that is
statue.
It's a
That
sculpture.
is
there.
a,
Oh.
what
Holy
the fuck
shit.
Oh,
is
what?
what?
This is some weird things. Maybe people
Yeah.
carry demons in their suitcase.
It looks like he broke out of the fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
Whoever's the artist, man, he got some real fucked up problems. That's a
Yeah.
therapist, right? That's a therapist talk right there.
Yeah, who hired this guy? Show the
Nazis.
demon. Is that the demon horse that fell? Oh,
Yes,
the
this is
one
the
that-
horse, and
Look at
the
his
eyes
eyes.
light up at night.
Oh, look at
that's
the-
fucking terrifying. Look how big it is. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Look at the veins.
The
on
picture
the
makes it
belly.
look a lot bigger than
Look
what
at
it
his
is.
dick.
Because those are streetlights.
Yeah.
He's just this massive
There's
statue.
a massive. How come I've never seen that before?
Here's it from the front. Let me,
Look at those red eyes. That's like a dead giveaway. Just
Oh, get the fuck out
Hey,
of here.
what's up, Colorado?
demon horse.
Jesus Christ. Why are the veins coming from the dick?
That's what I'm saying.
That's where his
He's a-
chakras
he's
See
a
in
at.
this?
demon.
That's where his chakras at.
It's like something Ghost Rider's gonna fucking use.
Yeah. That does not look friendly. Hey, come to our demon airport.
Come
Get
to our
blessed.
And so, do they have the Masonic temple stuff, like the?
Yeah,
I
that
kept
slab
seeing
was,
the plaque.
yeah,
This-
the
this
slab.
one?
Yeah.
Mm,
Of course.
This is a
another-
conspiracy theory right here.
But
mhm.
I don't want to learn more. Fuck you.
Yeah, Business
Yeah,
Insider. Look
get
at
the
all
fuck out of
this.
that.
Uh-huh.
New World Airport Commission. That's not even a thing.
But look, I ended up somewhere weird.
So, oh, you're on Pinterest.
Mm.
So the New World
I can't
Airport
read this.
Commission.
I don't know if you guys can read this. Hold on, let me. Okay, there we go. There's a time capsule containing messages and memorabilia of people.
But when can they open that?
2094?
That's when they can open it. I can't read the
I
end of it.
guess.
No, that's
'cause
when
if
they built it, no?
Yeah,
this-
this one.
This one's 1994.
Right.
So
So they
when
started,
can they open the capsule?
I would. Well, it's like 100 years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in
But-
theory, that would.
But even
be-
even like the wording that they use is like the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge F&M of Colorado and something. Like Freemasons are weird, man. You know they have a hall here in nearby, right?
No, I'm gonna have to visit that when I get back.
They
Yeah,
have
dude.
them. They have them everywhere. They have
Yeah.
a
What
huge
the
one in
fuck is
Utah.
that? Are you seeing that little girl that's in a fucking casket looking thing?
Mm-hmm.
No, what?
I
Right
can't see
there.
it.
Oh shit!
All right.
Then you see, oh,
It's one of the That's one of the people in the time
Wow.
capsule.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, like I remember when Obama was president, the whole New World Order fucking rumors started coming out.
Oh,
I had
wow.
I honestly had no idea that this conspiracy that I just randomly pulled out of Wiki would be this weird and fascinating.
Denver
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was actually reading it right before this, kind of skimming through it, and yeah, dude, it's been like that for a while. They've always had conspiracy theories, but you know, there's underground bunkers all across America. You know that's a
Absolutely.
fact.
I think there's a hotel in Greenbrier, and it has what is told to be a bomb bunker underneath.
Yeah, dude. The government, like even, you know, I try not to get into politics or anything, but even when they lie and they get caught, like imagine if they wouldn't have gotten caught. It would be a conspiracy
Right.
against the
Oh,
American
yeah.
people. You know, so some conspiracies are proven to be conspiracies, and some are just theories that are just, you know, people find clues about them and try to figure them out.
You know, it's not a conspiracy.
What?
You know, it's not a conspiracy. Is Jeffrey Epstein?
He did not kill himself.
He did not
No.
kill himself.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I don't
right.
think
We
he killed
didn't
himself.
forget.
The that one is a weird one. Let's talk about the monoliths real quick because we kind of
Okay.
did that before we started the podcast.
Oh yeah, the most recent.
So the first one found in Utah.
Mhm.
The I don't even know how tall Stiegel thinks he knows. He says
10
he knows.
feet.
10
10
feet?
They said 10
Yeah.
feet, 200 pounds.
How do they know the weight? They didn't even move it.
They dismantled the Utah one.
Mhm.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was
So
a group. It
dumb.
was, from what I was told, it was a group of YouTubers that fucking unearthed it and dismantled it because it was destructive to the environment.
Mhm.
That's the most stupid reason I've ever heard.
There's this metal thing here. It can't be here.
Yeah, it's killing birds.
Well, how do you kill birds when they're part of the government?
They run out
Yeah.
of batteries.
So yeah,
Oh, that's
Drains-
probably what it
drains the
was.
battery life.
They run out of batteries.
It's kind of like Bigfoot's EMP-ness.
Yeah.
Just like just destroys everything.
Just annihilates it.
But then didn't that another monolith pop up in Romania, right? A few days later?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But unlike the Utah one, it wasn't buried in the ground. It was just kind of sitting there.
It's just set there.
It wasn't buried at all.
No.
It seemed like it was because of the way the ground was.
It looked like it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But I want to know how they did the Utah one because that thing was like perfect.
And it was
Right.
in the middle of nowhere too. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, who goes out there and just places this thing? I guess if you were doing that, you'd have time to like dig it out, make a perfect triangle because it was probably like just a little bit in the ground.
So what I'm thinking, what if they're like pinpoints of different locations, and if you like triangulate them in Google Maps, it'll lead you somewhere new.
That's a good. Yeah. Let's
So
look
if
it up. Let's
you go on Google Maps, put the coordinates of where the Utah one was, and then
The
the
Utah
one in Romania.
one, the Romania one, and the one in California. Right now.
California. Yeah, it's
California.
Paso Robles.
Do we know
Well,
those coordinates? Is?
The California one was also.
I do not, but I can guarantee somebody's probably looking that up.
Hmm.
Like you go on Reddit and there's going to be this fat motherfucker with a fucking whole wall that's all stringed up. He's like, okay, the next one's going to be here.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's completely wrong. And then he goes to McDonald's and has like 20 nugget meal for $5.99.
It's a big old McDonald conspiracy where they're just trying to get people to go to McDonald's.
Mhm.
Well,
The
I'll
Taco
tell you
Bell
right
secret
now.
Taco
that
Bell
if-
secret minis over there.
Looking at where it's located and where Romania is, if you triangulate this, either the next monolith is in the middle of the ocean over by Africa and Brazil, or it's in Greenland.
Can you show us there?
Mm.
Beast from Middle East.
Wait, so
Hold
damn,
on, I'm
so
sharing.
There's already been 3 though. What?
So there's another one.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like a
No,
hexagon?
no.
You're
No,
hexagon?
I'm doing a triangle. Because if you
Right.
look at this, Romania is here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the Utah one is. If you go down here, roughly those sizes, the other one's gonna be
There
about
was one in
here.
California. you
Yeah, there's one in
fucking donut.
California too.
That one doesn't count.
Oh.
If you triangulate, you're gonna up and over here.
Forget that one.
It
Forget
doesn't
the-
meet his triangular formation.
No,
Okay.
no. See, so if
So-
you go up here,
Yeah.
in theory, it would be here, and there'd be some area down here. I don't know.
It's
Maybe-
definitely in Greenland.
Can you scroll into that and see if there's like a little island there?
Where Bermuda? In the middle of the ocean? Bermuda?
Yeah,
No,
right up in
there's-
that triangle area.
There's probably nothing there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. But I
What
mean,
if
I
it's
can
the
go look
location
on
of
Google
Atlantis?
Maps.
This is the new Bermuda Triangle.
Mm. We can call it the COVID triangle.
It's definitely a
I'm
fucking trip.
zooming out. All right. Google Maps will be a little more accurate if there's islands out here.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep going. Keep going.
What we need to go on is Google Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google Earth has everything. Even like the ridges underneath the ocean. Shit.
Mm.
When one appears in the middle of the fucking ocean, some diver finds it.
Oh, there's some
What if-
islands right here. I don't think those count though.
No, those don't agree with the triangle.
Maybe the triangle's going downward.
Georgetown.
Yeah, maybe the triangle goes downward. Maybe it's gonna be in Brazil.
Maybe it's a pentagram or something.
Or maybe the fucking the line, the first line from Uda to Romania,
Hmm.
it's not the base. Maybe that's like, what kind of triangle are we talking here? Isosceles or
Acute.
I was going with an acute one,
Obtuse?
but let's say if there's one here, here, and over there.
Okay.
Well, if we're gonna triangulate, we're gonna end up about there or somewhere in this area along this line.
All right, so let's place your bet, gentlemen. I am going to go with Arkansas.
I'm just gonna blame Texas and Oklahoma.
It's going to be in Texas, and this Texas are going to protect it.
I think the next one's going to be in Colorado.
We're going to hold the state fair there.
Shoot the triangle. No.
Do you remember that video, Olsen, I showed you of those YouTubers where the Utah monolith was at? And then,
No.
there was this like weird thing behind them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there was like some
They-
like creeping in the fucking like in the cave or
They zoomed
whatever
in
the
on
fuck
the
that is.
shadow, and it was like 2 eyes and a face. And
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quick and it like kind of like shows it really quick, but it's so fast. It's hard to tell if you're not
Oh,
paying
man.
attention.
I kind of want to
Oh
see
wait,
that.
what is this?
It looks like maybe what if aliens put those there?
Yeah.
Dude, so the whole alien thing, I think it's a conspiracy theory in itself. I mean, I know we talked a little bit about it, but like
Area 51. Roswell.
Area 51, yeah, dude, like
Roswell. Let's go into Roswell.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
what-
one second before we switch gears.
Okay.
This wiki says that other than Utah, there's one in Romania, California, Colombia, and the Netherlands.
why
Mm.
does Colombia always get brought up in these
I
fucking
know.
things?
Because you guys
You
have
are weird.
metal
Yeah,
triangles.
fuck.
So what Ellis
crazy
brought up
things.
about the monolith being like buried like an inch or whatever, if it fell from the sky and it came down real fast, it just embedded into the earth. So that's why it was buried an inch. Yeah. So it
Yeah,
definitely fell
it
from the
hit so
sky.
hard it only went an inch in.
Only
Yeah.
1
yeah.
inch. No
Or maybe
crater.
they just dropped it.
No crater. It's just an
50
inch.
feet. What if they were hovering with their spaceship and they just dropped it? Like
It's like I can see like a
Yeah.
toy crane just fucking.
yeah, exactly.
Then they fly off.
That was pretty hard rock, you know. It wasn't very.
How do you get like such a perfect triangle to put it in there? That's the thing.
Internet.
Like
It's easy. You dig a hole, you put the monolith in, and you fill it in.
Because not sure if it's like
And then
rock
you
on
pack
the
it.
ground
You
or if
pack
it's
it
just
down.
dirt.
tape measure.
Yeah.
Yeah, tape measures.
You just bring a ruler.
Spoons.
Yeah.
Spoons.
Yeah, ruler.
Dude, yeah,
Uh,
there's one in Colombia. That's crazy.
Does it look
like-
the same?
Yeah, and it's shiny. But the weird part about it is, again, there's no roads leading up to that area. So what, did
Mhm.
they carry that fucking thing all the way up to the fucking mountain? Or
Well, if they're saying it's 200 pounds split between even 2 people, like that's that's a trip. That's gonna
but
be hard.
even if you have more people on, it looks pretty awkward to carry, and you're carrying it
Yeah.
uphill. You know, there's no grip on it. It's slick. So
The Utah
can't
one,
really-
like it was a hike. You know, like they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
hiking back in there.
Super far out there.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and you can't drive in there, right? Most of those national parks, you can't, like, it's just a
Not
hiking
really.
trail. There's no way, like, it's forbidden to drive in there. So,
Weird.
unless it had a helicopter and they pushed it out the helicopter doors and it fell, like I said.
It could possibly be that way.
Hmm.
No idea.
No, we should definitely make one here nearby ourselves. Get people
Just-
freaking out.
Put it in Lemoore.
Yeah, let's just put it like out in the desert somewhere out here.
Yeah. Or maybe,
We'll put it in between Lemoore and Fresno
very nice.
on the side of the 41.
Yeah.
So then everyone will start freaking out. Where did this come from?
So was that Utah where it was found? Was that like a popular hiking trail? Who was the first person to discover this thing? How did it
So-
spread?
The Air Force.
You know, from what I was told, they
Oh,
found it
that's
like on a
right.
helicopter flight or something like
I
that.
forgot about that. Yeah. Well,
I don't-
something shiny like that would be kind of easier.
I don't know where that was that they I don't know if it's like southern Utah or what. I don't know the area.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't seen like the exact name of that location. So I couldn't tell you where it was at. But going into are we done with that? Any more comments on
He
these
wants to get
monoliths?
into Roswell. Let's talk about them alien cheeks.
I'm always excited to talk about alien cheeks.
Oh, alien cheeks. Alien cheeks. So Roswell, it crashes. There was a sheep farmer who came out to look at his sheep or something like that, and noticed there was this fucking thing crashed out there in Roswell, New Mexico, not Mexico.
Hmm.
Not Mexico.
Roswell.
Mexico, Roswell.
Okay.
But so they the government says that it was a balloon type thing, and that there was foil. It was like foil and shit like that. But from people who have studied it have said that because if it was just foil and this man-made shit that would be on Earth, they wouldn't need all these trucks and all this equipment to transport that balloon to, what was it, Area 51?
Yeah.
So how there's something more to that they're not saying, that they
What year
haven't
was
come out
this?
with.
This was in like what, the 50s, 60s?
This was in 1947.
How old were you back then?
Did they have
So I was about, I think, what was I?
Like
During
30?
JFK, I was what, 70. So I was about 80.
80. Yeah.
I get younger throughout the years. Just all that fun stuff. I'll be right back.
No, come back.
Okay.
Please, let's go.
What if it was just one of their first satellites? Because aren't satellites and all those rockets or certain things they have foil on them? Okay, never mind. The first satellite was Sputnik, and it was 1957.
Yeah.
But maybe it was one of the early satellites, and it just crashed. They couldn't get it up there.
Someone to put a plug in until Ellis comes back, because I know Ellis loves doing the alien talk. And
Okay.
Rod looks like he's having a stroke down there.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so have y'all heard about the Deepwater Horizon conspiracy?
No,
No.
that's blowing my mind.
No.
Okay, go into
So it's
it.
called, there's been multiple conspiracies pertaining to the fatal oil rig incident in 2010. I'm pretty sure y'all know that one. They made a movie.
Yeah.
Had Mark Wahlberg. Says it's been alleged sabotage by those seeking to promote environmentalism, or it was a strike by North Korean or Russian submarines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do y'all think? Was it just a fatal human error, or was it a strike?
To blow up a oil rig, one oil rig.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It sounds far fetched.
Yeah, because there are hundreds of oil rigs, aren't there? Why just go after one?
Yeah, why go after that one in particular?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this? What are you talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the Deepwater Horizon. You know, the movie based off of that oil rig that kind of just fucked itself. Had a movie and everything. It had Mark Wahlberg in it. He played a tiny man, being Mark Wahlberg.
So what's the conspiracy theory of it?
So the conspiracy theory of it was an alleged sabotage by those seeking to promote environmentalism, or it was a strike by North Korean or Russian submarines.
I would say the environmentalists, they go pretty hard. They're all against the oil rigs and fracking.
You think they go that hard to kill people though?
If they get hyped up enough, just like some of these liberals, if they just get in their head, they can do some damage. Yeah.
Oh,
extremists.
So TX Champ 22 says because it was the largest sea oil rig out there at the time.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Makes sense.
By the way, welcome TX Champ 22. How's it going?
A bunch of dummies.
Yeah.
Dude, Another conspiracy theory that I just remembered right now is that the whole moon landing one.
Oh yeah, that one. I kind of want to talk about that one because that one's
'Cause
funny. There's a
they say
whole
that one,
group of people
one's
that don't believe in the moon landing, and there's a picture of they have a picture of the boot prints on the moon, and then they have the picture of the spacesuits, and the track or the boot prints don't match what
Yeah.
the and so that was like made you think a little bit.
Plus, wasn't there like wind blowing at on the flag itself too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So keep going. Is this it?
Okay, so people
we
think
go.
that it's underwater because they see little like air bubbles coming out of the suits in random spots.
Mhm.
Well, let me see if I can get a video of it. I'm sure I can.
Or it was filmed in Hollywood and it's just a bunch of special effects. People on cables bouncing.
Well, not even that, underwater.
Okay.
There's like so many different conspiracies about that because some people say like because you can't see any stars or anything like that.
Right.
But like the cameras back in the day, the sensors on those things are not that good.
Mhm.
So how are you going to be able to see the stars that are way out there? Because the exposure has to be probably pretty long for it to catch any light from that far. Because with the camera now, you got to keep it on there. You got to keep it on the exposure for a good amount of time
Mhm.
just to get any light from that.
Okay, so we were gonna wait for the Roswell, New Mexico one too until you got back because that was kind of your subject you wanted to explore.
Mhm.
But keep going with this.
Trying to find air bubbles right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know about the air
Apparently
bubble
it's
one too.
Mhm.
it's apparently hard to find. I don't know. I watched it in a YouTube video where they were showing it.
Oh, so they actually have like a YouTube video.
Yeah, but it's like a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, the government keeps taking it down and destroying the pictures and the evidence. It's kind of
And
hard to find.
the moment you click on it, they delete it and be like, "Fuck, Olsen's onto us."
Oh man, that Talking Bastards podcast, they're at it again.
Yeah, with their very few followers.
Yeah.
And they're getting out there.
But yeah, we pretty much just have the boot print and the video, the flag waving like there was wind. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, they think is in a studio.
Mm-hmm.
Rod is having technical difficulties with his internet.
His internet is literally throwing his screen to the fucking left, and then he has
Yeah.
to reset it.
he is struggling right now.
Yes, man. Just whoa.
I guess that's the
Oh,
difficulty
I think I found it.
Okay.
Did you? Can you find it?
Here's one of these people that's hold on, I'm watching it for a second.
You're trying to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the right one, but fuck it, I'll just share it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Video time. Oh.
I turned off the sound because this dude sounds like a nerd.
Stupid nerd.
So as you can see here,
Oh,
if you look very carefully, we got a big old air bubble coming up right in here.
dude, I thought that was actually.
Oh,
I
do you see
did
it?
too.
This is horrible. What is this?
Do you see it when he whips the cable? There's air bubbles that come off of it.
Wait, what? When is this video?
Okay.
This is old. This is 2016.
Yeah.
Wait, that did not look like an air bubble.
That's the moon landing? Is that the moon landing? What is that?
Wow. People will
No, there was a
put
better
air-
one where like there's a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see now this dude's going into it.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna exit that.
That was really stupid.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Stupid. Why'd you show me
Fuck with you.
I didn't
You're
see
in-
no bubble.
Is your internet going all crazy, Rod?
Yeah, it's having a fucking seizure. So I didn't hear anything you guys said, but I'll hear it later. Whatever.
It's probably the government. The government is attacking you because you're Colombian.
Because
God.
you're related to the triangle.
Yes.
The fucking yeah.
You're saying you wanted to put a monolith here.
Oh fuck. Yeah, you're right. We should use a
You're on to me.
VPN for this fucking broadcast. Because the government's gonna find me and fucking circumcise me.
Yeah,
Probably.
They're just gonna kick down Stiegel's doors, thinking that he's Jose. We got the wrong one.
He looked back too. Fucking-
TX Champ said that looks more like dust than in his opinion. So I'd have to agree.
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
mean,
look
that's not a
like
good one. I saw a better one where it
Space
looks
dust.
like it's leaking
Space
from
dust.
the suit. But I don't-
why haven't we gone back to the moon?
That's another
Why-
good question.
Why would we need to? We're already there. I mean, we got
We're not
moon,
there.
We got
What's
moon
there?
bases on the dark side of the moon.
That's how I was
No, it's
wondering.
not-
according,
who's there?
according to some of these people, the moon is a big giant space station. Have you ever heard that?
No.
You've never
Yeah.
heard of space or moon bases?
No.
They think that the moon is a holographic
Oh my god!
projection and it's a space station.
That's
That's all I know, but that's pretty much
It's
what I know. About it.
holographic. How can it be a space station and holographic?
Haven't you fucking seen Star Wars, idiot?
So it's like a Death Star then.
They have a whole planet as a base in Star Wars. Like,
yeah,
how do you not know this?
I didn't know that.
Star Wars is a documentary.
Okay, but you
of
didn't
what's
answer the
going
question.
on.
Why haven't we gone back to the moon?
Right.
I don't
We don't
know.
need to. We don't
I
need to.
work
We're
for
already up
NASA.
there.
We're
We're
not
already
up
up
there.
there.
Who's up
We
there?
are
probably-
up there right now.
Who is up there? Who the fuck is up there?
The people controlling the space base.
We probably have been. They just haven't been telling us that.
Do you?
working on
Sometimes I doubt the moon landing myself.
it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
Because-
just fucking around.
Don't
I don't
they-
know. Was it? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the flag waving as if it were in the wind? when,
Kinda, it's like a
they
breeze.
planted
It
it?
is.
It kind of
yeah.
like a breeze caught
There's no
it.
fucking atmosphere out there. Why the fuck would it be waving?
Exactly.
What
There's
if there's
currents.
space
Yeah.
and
Space wind.
space wind?
Space.
There's no
Space-
atmosphere on the
For-
moon.
Okay, but for all intents and purposes, I do believe that there was a moon landing.
I do believe there
I
was a
do
moon
believe
landing.
I do believe there was moon landing, just not when they told us that it happened.
Well, like
Not in
much
1969.
later. You think
Yeah,
much later?
But
I-
since like we were talking about we were having that space war or the space race, whatever, with the Soviets.
Space
they
war.
There's
sounds
space
way cooler.
shuttles and
They fucking-
rockets going up all the time. They
they
just
fucking-
launched a Tesla in the
a
space.
Tesla. A Tesla.
So
Did
yeah,
SpaceX do that?
yeah.
Yes, SpaceX did that.
There's rockets
so
going
that
up there all the
Tesla,
time.
the Tesla's like flying around, going to
Yeah.
Mars and coming
God,
back.
dude, imagine if it crashes back into Earth.
This
You're in
car
your
just-
house and a fucking Tesla kills you because it enters the atmosphere. Just...
Death by Tesla. But yeah, dude, I think that we went to the moon later on. We just, made it seem like we went on early so we could tell the Soviets, hey, fuck you.
Because there was that giant moon race, if you guys remember
Yeah.
that. The first
they
country
were trying to get.
the moon. So that was a big history thing.
was
I don't
it
know. Go ahead.
was it with JFK?
No, it was after JFK. Because
Was
JFK
it?
died when 1960.
Four?
Something
No,
like that. Yeah.
something.
Yeah, we got to the moon in 1969. So I think it was with Johnson.
Oh, 63 is when he died.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So was it with Johnson, with Lyndon, or was it with? whoever
I
the fuck
can't
was there?
I can't fucking remember. I have a bad memory with all that stuff.
But yeah, some people said like, oh, if you look in the images, there's no stars. I don't believe that one. That one's not very believable because, maybe they were just below or above whatever the star line, so there was no stars. That one, it's bullshit. I think that's a bad reason to not think about it. But I think
Below-
the flag is the one that sells it for me, honestly.
Below the star line.
Yeah, like we were like either above the stars or underneath the stars, so you couldn't see the stars in the images.
Well,
It was just black.
TX Champ 22 says, "Who says we haven't gone back? What if he's right and we have gone back and we don't even know about it?
Who the
Yeah.
fuck.
That's what I just said. There's space shuttles and rockets being launched all the time. They're
You
just
didn't
not telling
specifically say that.
Okay. Okay.
How many times? How many times have we landed on something?
One time. Apparently.
As far as you fucking know.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to fucking tell you, donuts, but you're not listening.
They have a whole base of
Damn.
Oh
God
my
damn it.
God. Just ruining friendships out.
Rod, you just don't understand.
No. Fuck that. We didn't go to the moon in 1969. We went in the mid 70s, maybe 80s.
Okay.
That's
Not
what
definitely the
not
90s.
that. That's
All right, right.
too soon.
You do understand we've made Mars landings. Not not people.
Yeah.
But-
We've done that, but but come on, man.
We do have people orbiting space currently.
Yeah,
That
but
is true.
why don't we land on the fucking moon? It's right there. Just fucking land on it.
Because it's made of cheese, dude.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, have
Rod-
you seen the fucking commercial? Fucking made of cheese.
Dude, I hope I meet Elon one day and I can just tell him, hey, what the fuck, man? Why have the fuck have we landed on the fucking moon? He's gonna be like, open up his robot mouth like, meh, 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 meh.
He's gonna be like, because I want to live on Mars.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm sure.
Because they think that this Earth is ending
Mhm.
for some reason. Global warming. Is
Oh,
global
yeah.
warming real? Or is it fake? Is it a way that the government tries to control us again?
Yeah.
Is it? With all those soybeans?
The estrogen is preparing us for Mars.
Do they put soy in cheese?
Yeah.
Do they?
Just read labels. I'm telling you. Start reading your labels now.
I don't have any fucking cheese in the house.
The processed stuff. Like Kraft cheese. And
Okay,
like
so
things and-
I have another theory to throw in there that's related to the moon.
Yeah.
okay.
Ooh, I'm all
I'm gonna
ears, buddy.
screen share this because apparently a lot of people don't know about this.
Okay.
It's called the Black Knight satellite, and they think it's extraterrestrial in origin. And this is an actual picture of it in space floating around Earth.
That's a slave. What are you talking about?
The slave?
That's
What?
the slave, yeah.
What do you mean the slave?
Oh my god.
What is this?
Am I like an idiot right now? Am I not?
Am I getting it
something?
wrong? What's the name of Boba Fett's ship?
Slave one, you faggot.
That's what oh my god.
The
because that is-
slave.
Slave
You want to look
one.
at the picture again? Here you go.
Okay. I see it.
That's the fucking that's
That's
Battlestar
a movie.
Galactica.
That's a movie.
The black.
Battlestar Galactica.
That's the Black Knight satellite.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what's
so
the
it's
conspiracy about?
approximately 13,000 years old. Apparently, it lets off long delayed radio echoes.
Wow, so much
And,
action. This thing does a lot.
Well, it could just be a spying thing. I mean, I don't
Okay.
fucking know. It's definitely just something that's floating around
When-
around Earth.
When was
monitoring
this?
us.
Is this like something that's like a constant thing?
Yeah. So I guess they found it in '59, and
No,
then
it's 54.
54.
or whatever. 54.
Wow, you fucking
59.
can't count.
Fucking
No,
donut.
it's I can't read. And then it's been there ever since. I mean, how long has it been there? I mean, we didn't know shit about space for
If it's
a while.
13,000
so-
years old, and yeah, people have been around for hundreds of years, thousands.
So yeah, we're going back to fucking aliens.
Mm.
Funny how
What
we
ab-
always come back to this shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
before
do you-
that- No,
Well, keep going.
Never mind.
Do you remember the like that cigar shaped one that came around Earth?
Oh
And,
yeah.
like slingshotted around.
Uh-huh.
What about that thing? No one's ever talked about that since.
Well, I mean, no one talks about that one either. So
Mhm.
Nobody talks about why the fuck we haven't gone back to the fucking moon.
Okay.
I've already answered that question. You're not listening. You're not listening to me.
We are on
I've
the
been there.
moon. He's Malone.
Malone's up there right
Malone
now.
is there
Sleepy
right now.
Evan Malone is up there.
He's up there making noodles right now. He's up there cooking his ramen and shit. Like,
Waiting
And
to
his
get into the
grits.
podcast.
Oh my
yeah, he said
God.
he's got a gig up there. So
Ooh. So here's one that I think we all know about really well: the
Uh-huh.
flat Earth theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we on a disc?
No.
Yeah, we
Are
are
we
a
sur-
fucking frisbee just
Are
flying
we
through
surrounded
space,
by
dude.
an ice ball?
Maybe.
Do we have the Pac-Man theory going on here? Like once we reach one side, it'll teleport us to the other side.
What are they saying about this? Like, what are these
God,
so-called facts?
There's numerous shit, and I guarantee you,
Okay.
Olsen has a lot on it too.
Yeah, I want to hear
Okay,
some of it because I haven't heard it from the legit flat earthers. You know.
Yeah, well, we're
Um,
definitely flat earthers out here, you know.
It's a lot.
listen, you're one of them.
In here in the wiki, it says, I'm just gonna read a snippet out of this, but
Okay.
just to give a concept of what people are thinking. Evidence is faked or suppressed. They hide the fact that it is a disk or singular infinite plane. So Earth is an infinite plane, apparently.
What does that mean? What's
Like
So
Minecraft.
like a video game, yeah, like it just
Like-
goes on forever.
so
It's like
we're
Minecraft
in
or
a
Pac-Man.
simulation?
So imagine,
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
let's say this is you, right? My two little fingers that are doing nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and you go over to this side, and then you reappear. They call it the Pac-Man theory.
Dude, how
If you
did you do
think
that?
if you think about it,
Imagine, bro.
we kind of do that now because if you just go around the Earth, you're just gonna come around the other side. Just keep going.
Essentially,
We're
if
not-
the,
So
if the, if
technically, they're
the,
not wrong.
if the Earth was a globe, but it's not.
What do you do when you get to the edge? What does it feel like?
You ever watch Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End?
Yeah,
You just go over and go underwater.
Yeah,
oh, that's
come
true.
out the other side.
What if the Earth was a halo ring?
Oh, that'd be pretty cool, like a donut
Mhm.
Earth.
Yeah.
Donut Earth.
We're all donuts, apparently.
What if it's a cylinder? What if the Earth is a cylinder?
Well, it is. I don't know. The Earth, I don't think is like perfectly round.
No, it's not. But what if it's like a cup, right? And you live on this side of the cup.
Okay.
To get to China, you have to go like this to this side of the cup,
Why can't you just come around the other side?
or that too.
Why do you have to go up and around?
Okay, can you
No.
put the cup up one more time?
No, I
So
spilled fucking shit all over my goddamn.
I just want to know where Colombia is in relation to where we are.
Yeah,
on
where's
the cup.
Colombia? Are you inside
if-
the cup?
So if we're here, Colombia is like inside. You have to go inside.
Next to Florida.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
To
the
Florida.
that's the shitty part.
Oh fuck.
Oh man. Okay.
With the Earth's just a big giant vape, and the volcanoes are the vape part. It's just going like this, and it just comes out. Oh no, it's erupting. Vape Nick suck dick. Dun, dun, dun.
There's some conspiracies like that where like deep figured out. You remember like in the movie Valkyrie, they were conspiring against Hitler
Mhm.
and they were trying to kill Hitler and they caught them and fucking that's another one. What the fuck happened to Hitler's body? That's another one. Was it burned?
We're not even done with flat Earth. Is that
I
everything
know.
we're doing with flat Earth?
We're not even done with the
What if
Roswell one.
Hitler's flying. He's on the edge of the flat Earth right now.
What we talked about in the Alien podcast,
They tossed him over the side of the earth.
or no, which one did we talk about?
Threw him off the edge.
Hitler's an alien.
Hitler's Hitler's an alien.
So, because he always had that weird technology where they're always trying to make things that look like alien stuff.
I heard he
Been
peed on
cog.
people too.
He probably did pee on people. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
He peed on people from trees.
Mhm.
You could hide in a tree and he'd pee on them.
Why would he have to do that, dude? He has his bell jar that's pretty much an alien saucer. You could just fly over and be like, "Hey, nerds." Psst.
Because he sucks on buttholes, dude.
I mean, dick.
Yeah, Dick.
Dick. I mean, dick.
That's what I meant.
So
And then he's still alive and listening to this, plotting our demise.
they not too much.
Oh man. But he's an alien and he has a spaceship in his big Nazi shaped spaceship.
Okay.
And it spins, but the center doesn't spin. But the Nazi arms, they spin. And that's what gets it going. And it flies out into space.
Okay.
With Bigfoot.
With Bigfoot.
Dude, he's Han and Bigfoot is Chewie.
Are we making
Holy
our own
shit.
conspiracy theory right now?
Han and Chewie,
Han- it's
Hitler and
perfect.
Bigfoot.
Hitler and the Sasquatch.
There should be a book called The Adventures of Hitler and Bigfoot.
Don't give me ideas. Don't you be giving me ideas.
It'd be like Calvin and Hobbes. That's funny.
What if he's on the moon?
With
In
Malone.
that space,
Malone.
there's a space
Yeah,
Space
with
station.
bunker.
Malone.
Yeah.
Dude.
This is Nazi bunker up there, dude. That's why we had to fake it.
Bro, and the Denver airport is the fucking base on Earth.
Oh, that's how they communicate.
And that's how they communicate, yeah.
It's
Now
called the
it's all
Talking
coming
Bastards.
together.
It's the Talking Bastards conspiracy theory. We're just molding each conspiracy.
You know how
theory into one thing.
Wiki's asking people for money again. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I didn't see that.
yeah. They've been spamming my shit.
You
Yeah.
have to
I'm gonna
donate.
send them like $1 and be like, all right, put the story on your page. The Talking
Yeah.
Bastards conspiracy theory. The moon is a fucking space center, right? Evan Malone is up there cooking ramen with Bigfoot and Hitler. And the Denver airport is the base on Earth, and that's how they communicate. There we go.
The horse is the transmitter.
The horse is the transmitter, of
Mhm.
course.
The,
Yes.
the
Those red
transmissions
eyes.
go to the Black Knight and transmit it to the moon.
That's
Bam,
why it's
done.
shaped like a
Holy
swastika.
It's all coming together.
shit. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
all shaped like a swastika.
Dude, and the monoliths are fucking antennas. You see how my internet was going crazy earlier? Is because the Earth's
And when you said that,
capability.
your internet just like went
They
crazy
know-
there.
They know too much. You know too
Bro.
much. They're coming
Yeah.
for you.
Dude,
Holy
the
shit.
The Earth, those are antennas, right? Because my internet's going crazy. The Earth's Wi-Fi and information capability is going down. So they had to build steel antennas across the map to have better connection with the Earth.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
5G towers. Yeah.
5G.
Why do people think 5G is giving people cancer or whatever it is?
Dude, they said that the Wi-Fi signals kill sperm. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to put my phone next to my balls just to.
Didn't
Look
work.
at you now.
Find out.
Didn't
It
work.
didn't work. It
You-
did not work.
He's got a dick child.
Mythbusters. We cracked that one, gang.
We should rename our podcast to the Mythbusters.
Busters.
We're
And then get
busting
sued
myths.
immediately.
Yeah, we'll get sued.
We're busting myths all over your face. Bust.
Like, so they're trying to steal our names. They already have my mustache.
Okay.
I have
Need the
another
goatee.
conspiracy if you guys want to talk about it. If we're
Sure.
have
Yeah, go
time.
for it.
Okay. So this one's there's conspiracy about deaths, and you guys already know the Kennedy one, but this is about pop stars.
Marilyn Monroe,
Yeah. So
where
if
the
you
CIA,
listen to
CIA
this-
killed her. They think the CIA killed her.
Yeah, there's a lot of different conspiracy about deaths. So there's two big ones. There's one conspiracy that if there was this punk pop star Avril Lavigne or that
Avril
girl,
Lavigne. I
Avril
know.
Lavigne.
I already know
okay.
exact conspiracy theory you're
There's a
talking about.
huge conspiracy saying that she actually died, and there's a lookalike that replaced her, and then there's also another one saying that Melania Trump. There's another replacement.
Oh, I heard that
so-
too.
Yeah,
There's
so she's
the-
actually dead, and there's a replacement for her. So
You
what do
know-
you guys think about that?
you know-
Why, what they die of, and why replace them?
Well, to add to that one, I know that there was a conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney from the Beatles died back in like the '60s, and they didn't want
Mhm.
they didn't want this, the crowds to go crazy because they had like, people were going crazy for him. So they did the same thing. He died in a car crash, and they got a lookalike to replace him. But the people, I think is called the MI5, is like the British equivalent to the CIA in America.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that, hey, they went up to the Beatles and like, hey, you can't release that he's dead because people are going to kill themselves. That's how famous they were. And so they found a lookalike, but the Beatles as a band didn't want to hide it too much. So they started putting clues into their music and all that stuff to tell the public that Paul McCartney was dead, pretty much. So if you look at their album covers, there's one album cover where it's the band, the Beatles, right, with Paul McCartney's supposed lookalike, and he has a hand over his head. You're in some cultures, the hand over the head means that you're a dead man. You're dead. And along with that album cover, there was James Dean, who at the time was dead. He died. Marilyn Monroe, a bunch of dead like celebrities,
right,
and stuff. So, and it looks like they were at a gravesite. There's a lot of
oh
stuff.
wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know this is all new.
So
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
There's-
so Sweat and TX Champ brought up Princess Diana's death.
Yes,
What do you guys think
that's
about that?
also a big conspiracy.
I haven't heard anything about that, but it does sound interesting that there would be a double in the car.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to not be the princess of the UK or wherever?
There's a bunch of rejection, a bunch of bad blood, and she was going through a lot. She was very stressed out.
Get out of the royal family.
Yeah, I would get. But
Yeah,
why?
what
Why
was
though, TX?
She had
Yeah.
dandruff.
Yeah,
She had dandruff.
She had dandruff.
Yeah, because she had.
That's
head
why
and
she wanted
shoulders.
out.
No, because they found her head and shoulders on the dashboard.
Oh,
Oh
you
my-
cheeky bitch.
Oh.
I guess that makes sense. So she didn't want to be a part of the strict lifestyle. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess.
I actually don't know too much about that.
He did go against the grain, like for what the royal family wanted.
She was,
so-
yeah. She was kind of like the little rebellious part.
Yeah, she went a different lifestyle. They were trying to control her, and yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of conspiracies with that.
Maybe, yeah, like he says she didn't want to be a part of the strict lifestyle, the restriction of being in the royal family, all that stuff, wanting a normal life. I'm sure like being in something like that would be so fucking stressful.
Right.
I don't know what.
I would dig it.
You don't
I would
have
try
any
and get out of there,
freedom.
too.
Like
I
you
would
have
not. I'd be a
to-
part of. I would be the one ruining the family from the inside, like a cancer. I'd be walk out of my room with my dick hanging on my zipper,
Yeah, you'd be the
chasing her dogs.
You'd be the brother that like, oh, do we have to invite Thomas again?
We
it's
gotta
Christmas.
invite Sir Hayden. Absolutely. And I come in like fucking pouring eggnog on my chest, like, what's up, bitches?
With
Did
your fucking
did
tits from the soy milk.
did Prince Charles leave it? Did he get out of it?
I think
No,
Prince
he's-
Charles. I think Prince Charles and his wife is gone.
Because they moved to the States, didn't they? Or to Canada?
Yeah, I think so. After they got married,
Yeah. There's a lot of shit going
that's
on.
why people were talking shit about her because of
Oh.
that. They think that she had something to do with it, like got him to come here or Canada to escape the royal family.
It's those
Mm.
damn corgis.
You and your corgis?
If
all
you,
the damn
if you
corgis,
want to
bro.
know more, there's a series on Netflix that talks about Queen Elizabeth's upbringing. I'm sure that would tell you a lot.
What if she's a doppelganger? Because that bitch seems to be living forever.
No, she's a lizard person. We've already gone over.
Oh
this.
yeah, have
Yeah.
we? I missed the lizard person talk because I was really intrigued about going into that.
All right, well, let's do it right now.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton is a lizard person, and every hit she does, like Jeffrey Epstein, she eats them. That's her meal.
Mm.
She's just a fucking succubus. That's all
When-
she is.
When she doesn't get her food, she starts twitching and acting all crazy and shit, and getting all bulgy
Mhm.
eyed.
I can picture that too. All those like crazy pictures, those pictures of her.
It's like
My nephew Lincoln is watching the podcast right
Hi,
now.
hi, Lincoln.
Hi,
Oh,
Lincoln.
thank you, by the way, for
Yeah,
tuning in. That's really cool.
buy some merch.
No, I think he's just listening. I don't know if he's watching or if he's just listening.
There's another one that I wanted to bring up is another going back to pop singers and all this, the 27 death list. All these singers and entertainers dying at 27. What do you guys think about that?
I haven't heard anything about that.
There's a huge list. Kurt Cobain, Amy Whitehouse, Jim Morris, Janis Joplin. I thought Mac Miller was a part of it, but no, he died at 26.
That's close enough. You can
Yeah,
have.
but there's a huge list of all these singers and performers dying at 27. Was it just drugs? Was it just a coincidence? Like there's more than 12 people, singers and stuff that were famous and that died. Did they know too much? What age was Tupac? Wasn't Tupac 27? Around that age?
I have no idea, but all I know is he's
They were
probably
young.
not dead. I don't think
Yeah.
he's dead.
No?
He's in Thailand.
He's still making music.
Oh, okay. That was just an interesting one for me.
Okay, here's something I want to bring up. I don't know if you know much about it, Steele, but I do believe Josh and Ellis's weird-minded asses might.
My
What are we
mind isn't
talking
weird
about?
enough.
I was looking at pictures of lizard people. It didn't show up how I wanted it to. It was all like old ass people
Oh.
in lizard suits and shit.
What, Olsen and Ellis, what do y'all know about MK Ultra?
Oh, they invented LSD.
What is
And,
MK Ultra?
MK Ultra?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Okay,
it's
MK Ultra was by the CIA, and it was used to do experimenting with drugs and mind control on the human populace of America.
it's pretty much almost like word for word here in the Wikipedia. It says in the 1950s and 1960s, the genuine American research in the 1950s and 1960s into chemical interrogation and mind control techniques were followed by many conspiracies like Project Monarch.
Like a
Like a-
butterfly?
Yeah, like a butterfly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what Project Monarch is, but
Tupac was 25, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
It could be connected to Jonestown also.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what is MK Ultra Project like in any detail? Because I just pulled it up on Wiki. There's a small paragraph. It doesn't really go into explanations. That's why I thought Olsen's weird ass might know a lot more.
From what I know, from what basic research that I've done a long time ago, is they were just really trying to test the effects of drugs, more specifically LSD, to see if they could interrogate shit out of people. So they'd be like, hey, we'll pay you this money to try this out. And, back then they're like, oh shit, $50 to just take something? Okay. And then they were subjected to horrible torture and like just mentally breaking things.
Says MK Ultra was declassified surviving information regarding MK Ultra was declassified in July 2001. In December 2018, declassified documents, including a letter to an unidentified doctor discussing work on 6 dogs made to run, turn, and stop using a remote control, and brain implants. Pretty crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, the Monarch one, it says here on the wiki that she claimed to develop personality disorder and photographic recall, so photographic memory, and apparently extreme mind control, and also claims of link to sexual or well, I guess there's abuse, but satanic ritual abuse and it being implemented into our culture.
Do you think it's actually going on in our culture right now? Any kind of MK Ultra project?
I think the music industry is definitely influencing people a certain way. Yes.
Yeah. And that's where the deaths of the 27 pop stars come in. They started, they were like, here, write these songs and these lyrics to brainwash people. And then they're like, no, man, I want to write my own songs. And then this guy's killing, you know?
Yeah, they gotta get
Make
rid of
him
them.
suicide
Yeah.
himself.
The pop singers were finding out too much. Okay.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne, she knew too
Yeah.
much, so they just had
And
to replace
so-
her with the Dits.
Exactly. They just replace her.
Well, the media does control a lot of what goes on in the country too.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And so if you're doing something that they don't like, most likely they're going to get rid of you in some way.
Mm-hmm. They influence a lot, just like how they announce all these natural disasters so they can bring up grocery sales. So whenever they announce that a meteor is coming or a hurricane or something, uh, people flock to like grocery stores and they buy everything. Pretty
That's
crazy.
true.
Yeah.
The toilet paper pandemic of 2020.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So you remember like on Futurama, guys ever watch that? Futurama when
I haven't watched it in a long time.
they had the toilet paper or the 50-year squirts, and they ran out of trees because they they had to make toilet paper for the 50-year squirts.
Oh,
What
man.
the heck? Oh wow.
You imagine that everyone has diarrhea for the next however many years,
Man.
all because of the government,
Yeah.
the media.
Speaking of which, there's a conspiracy theory nowadays about the COVID-19 pandemic as well. It's
Mhm.
pretty much like if there's anything going on, there's bound to be a conspiracy theory about it.
Oh yeah, totally. There's conspiracy about everything.
And there's just one sentence in there. It's saying that the COVID-19 pandemic is a Jewish plot, including the force of mass vaccinations and sterilization.
Oh man.
It was the Jews.
You remember even like back during World War II, Germany nobody knew about the concentration camps until they found them.
That's true.
That was, I mean, I guess that started as well as a theory that they were killing all the Jews and shit, and it was proven to be true.
Oh wow.
And I don't even think they knew about it until after the war, or did they already know? Like
No.
when America,
I think
when
they
America
knew.
went-
They knew during the war.
No, because
I think
remember,
they
like
found out during the war. If
Yeah,
I'm
they
correct.
found.
did
They
they?
definitely found
Okay.
out during the war.
but they didn't know how bad it was until after.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is.
I wonder how many of these conspiracy theories are actually true,
Mm.
or
do
how many are
imagine.
just fucking just made up shit for people to get shit out there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to wrap their head around, keep distracted, kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. And how much is made up just to keep us distracted
What about
from the real
chemtrails?
thing.
Chemtrails exist.
Chemtrails, yes, chemtrails. All
They
those
exist.
those planes making those things.
They make you sterile. I mean, look at Rod.
Yeah, him and his one dick child.
Oh man.
Well, I think this has been a good podcast.
Yeah, I think it's about time we wrap it up.
Mhm.
So, anything else to say?
Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
thanks TX Champ 22 for
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
listening.
Thanks for
Buy
coming
our
Today-
on, buddy.
merch.
Today was our first stream. We have this is our 13th episode, so we're trying to do this every Saturday. Today was kind of an off day for us. But yeah, so we will have another episode next week. Not sure what it's going to be, but it'll be there for sure.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Stay
Mhm.
tuned.
Stay tuned and be a part of the bastard cult.
Yeah, join us next week.
Wait. We're forgetting something.
Wait, what are we forgetting?
Hayden.
Oh, shit.
Fucking hey.
Very
Totally
Oh,
nice.
I
forgot
almost
this.
forgot. And y'all saw the
You
tab.
are
Y'all saw the
fucking-
tab.
Got one more
Don't worry,
thing.
I got you. I
appreciate you because I would have left that and then I would be like, fuck, we didn't talk about dildo pottery. This is a segment of this is fucking stupid. I found a link and for some reason it scrolled all the way down, but the link says odds and ends, dildo pottery and the other offbeat offerings. I've read through this article. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's bullshit, but I just found it fucking stupid that dildos and potteries would be combined into one kind of thing.
Oh, I was hoping it was gonna be like something like crazy.
No, I read it off and it's all like, I'll read it again. I mean, this is a New Zealand-based pottery group is on the rocks, apparently thanks to a dildo making workshop it recently hosted. So according to the website stuff.co.nz, the Wellington Potter Association advertised a workshop hosted by a Mexican artist named Isa Loanzo, where patrons would learn how to create ceramic dildos.
Whoa.
Wow.
Apparently,
Apparently,
going
they-
to town with that thing and it broke off.
Right.
apparently they have found stuff like I forget where it was. They found like stuff in the ground that were dildos, like
Yeah.
made out of like rocks and
Wood.
stuff like that. Wood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we're leading into conspiracy theories. Dildos have been around forever.
It says descriptions and advertisements describe the now canceled workshop as a thermo hypoallergenic, easy to sterilize, and resistant material. The ceramic sex toys are fun, beautiful, and safe and suitable for all bodies.
Make them and then use them.
Let's put them in our butts. That's the best way to do it.
I'm just imagining if I ever took this class, I would make a dildo coffee mug.
Oh man. That'd
Yeah,
be hard.
that's what I found. It's getting a lot harder to find stupid material because every time when I point it up, it's about COVID-19 or something election related.
And
And I
you
don't-
should look for
I
something in
don't-
Florida.
Yeah. Like there's something I found that I put in the group text like a couple of days ago about a teenager RKOing an alligator and getting arrested for it.
Yes. That's what I thought you were going to talk about.
No, I didn't know if we agreed upon it or not, so I was like, I gotta find something.
It happened
And-
again. This
And
is-
I am in Florida. Everything hurts in Florida currently, so I mean, help.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Let's end this live stream.
I want to give a shout out to Gasson. Keep listening. And who else? Cameron Sweat, everybody.
And Sleepy Evan Malone, wherever you may be.
Alone.
Yeah,
On the moon, dude.
it's a shame you couldn't join us here on Earth.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Take it easy.
Until